Okay, so I'm going to go over what you guys already watched the videos for, and you took the notes on, and you started doing the problems, but I glanced at your homework, and you're missing a few questions on there that you need to fix. So I'm just going to go over a couple of things so that everybody's on the same page. So after you need to watch this, and then I'll go through how you do each set of problems and make sure that we're all doing them the same, okay? Okay, so on page 28 it is exercises. It says getting ready to practice. Number 2 down there gives these instructions. Tell whether the given value of the variable is a solution of the equation. And so the important words here is the value of the variable, which could be x, it could be y, it could be b, it could be c, it could be any letter or symbol for that matter. And we're going to figure out what that value is. So on number 2, it has 5x equals 35, and it tells us that x equals 7. So what we need to figure out is if we have 5 and we put the 7 here, will that equal 35? And so we have to then multiply that out. 5 times 7 equals, what is that? And does that equal 35? Well, 5 times 7 equals 35, and that is the same as the answer we're here. So this solution is a true solution. So in number 3, it has 16 plus y equals 22, and y is 8. So we rewrite the equation. 16 plus 8 equals 22. We solve it further by adding 16 and 8 together. That equals 24. And does 24 equals 22? No, it does not. That is not a solution. And that's what you would write down in your paper, except I can't spell solution, so you can write it down. Okay. Number 4 has d equals z minus 12, and z is 20. So we rewrite the equation. I put my 20 here for the z, minus 12. Now I solve the equation, which is 20 minus 12, and that is 8. And does 9 equal 8? Nope. So this is not a solution, okay? Okay, number 5 on page 28 is 4a equals 24. And you have to use mental math, use your head to figure out. And so in this case, we could do one of two things. We could do 24 divided by 4 in our head, which would be 6. Or we might know our multiplication facts, which would be 4 times 6 equals 24. And so we rewrite the equation, putting the 6 from here, right here. Okay, and we have 24 equals 24, and so 6 is a solution. Okay, we could look at number 6 here. And 6 is b minus 6 equals 7. So think about that for just a second. Okay, so what minus 6 equals 7? Well, if I'm using mental math, I could see that 6 plus 7 equals 13. So 13 minus 6 must equal 7. And so 6 is the solution to that problem. Okay. Number 7 is kind of scary looking. It has z over 3 equals 7. So we're talking about division here. And so we ask ourselves, what number divided by 3 equals 7? Well, if I know my multiplication facts, I would know 3 times 7 equals 21. 21 divided by 3 is 7. So my answer up here, z equals 21. So if you know your multiplication facts, as in 3 times 7 equals 21, you already can figure out which number to plug in there. Okay, number 8 is 18 equals 9 plus y. So what number goes here that's going to equal 18? So 18 is going to equal 9 plus 9. I could have done 18 minus 9 to get my 9 to put here. Okay, I could have divided 18 by 9. That's not going to work. Sorry. So I can see there that division wasn't going to help me solve it here because 18 divided by 9 is 2, and we were not looking at that. So in this case, because we have a plus sign, we know the opposite of operation of a plus is a minus, and so our only choice here was not to multiply, not to divide, but to use a subtraction and reverse the operation. Okay? Oh, look what I did. So I'm going to erase all this, and you can. The next, on number 9, the next equation is 8 equals 25 minus t. Our givens are 25 and 8. And we have, we're subtracting, but we could also, so we could do 25 minus 8 equals what? Well, it would be 9. Would it? Do you think? No. That's not right. My point that I want to make here is it's very easy to get off track here if you're not paying very close attention with something that's really simple, but we can confuse ourselves. Okay, so just to go over number 9 again, because my Wi-Fi is cutting out and I can't tell what it's recording. I think I've tried the same problem 3 times and it keeps cutting out and it's confusing me because I lose my train of thought. Oh, Miss Debbie's going crazy. Okay, number 9. 8 equals 25 minus t. 25 minus 17 equals 8, and so t equals 17. You're always trying to solve for the letter, and you already have 2 of the numbers. You have 25 and you have 8, so you just need to know 25 minus what? 25 minus 8 equals 17. I can turn it around and still solve the problem. Okay? For number 10, we have 10x equals 120. So we have to solve for x. In this case, because this is a multiplication problem, okay? This is 10 times x. So I know if it's a multiply, the opposite of that is divide. So I can do 120 divided by 10. And I can figure out what my answer is. And 10 is going to go in here 12 times. So 10 times 12 equals 120. So we solved that one. I'm going to try something on my video to see what it will do, so bear with me for 1 second while I see. I'm pressing an undo button. Oh, that's what the undo button. It goes backwards, 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 all the way. I want to see if I can get rid of it all. Yes, 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 yes. Ah, yay. Okay. So, that took the whole problem away. Ah, how funny. Okay. Okay. Number 11 on page 28. We have a word problem. It says a sky lift. Sky lift that would take you skiing. You would sit on here to go to the mountain, and then you would ski down like that. If the distance the ski lift travels to the top of the mountain is 3,000 feet, that's here, so that's the distance, the amount we travel to something. That's the D on this equation. Distance equals RT. Then we have to figure out how many feet per minute does the ski lift travel? And we have to, so our equation that we know is we have the 3,000, that's the D, equals, it gave us the time, that's the T part, of 5 minutes. And so now we have R times 5, so we have to solve for R. We also have multiplication, R times 5, because these two numbers, when they're next to each other, it's a multiplication. So 5 times what number equals 3,000? I know that if I have the reverse of a multiplication is division, so that's try 3,000 divided by 5. And that's going to give me 600. And so R, let me get to the next page. So D equals R, we can just pretend there's parentheses there, T. Distance was 3,000. We didn't know R, but we knew the time was 5 minutes. And so we divided 5 into 3,000. We got 600. And so 3,000 equals 600 times 5. 600 is the R. T is the 5. And we solve that and we get, well, we don't have to solve it at the moment, but because 600 times 5 is 3,000. Okay? So that's how you do a distance and rate and time problem, okay? Okay, so I just want you to take a look on page 27 in your books where it has the distance, speed, and time. So the D is distance equals R, which I don't know why it's an R, it should be an S for speed. And T is time. Okay? So it's the rate of speed times time. Okay? That's how you do that problem, and you just got to plug in. How long did it take? How fast are they going to get the distance? Okay? This is a formula that you need to remember, that D equals RT. So I'm telling you right now, you need to memorize that. Okay?